Are you over 40, juggling a busy schedule and wondering how you can squeeze in time for an online side hustle? You're not alone. Balancing work, family and personal commitments can feel impossible, but it doesn't have to be. In this video, I'm going to share some practical tips that will help you carve out time even in the busiest of days, so you can start building that online business that you've always been dreaming of. Stay tuned until the end because I've got some incredible resources that will make this whole process so much easier for you. And just very quickly, if you're new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button because that really does energize me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Let's get into this tutorial. Let's get started with tip number 1, which is to audit your time and identify hidden gaps. I recommend that you start by conducting a time audit. Track how you spend each hour of your day for a week using an app like Toggle or simply jotting it down into a notebook. This exercise will open your eyes to hidden gaps where time is slipping away, like that extra 30 minutes of TV or endless scrolling on social media. Once you see where your time is going, you can reclaim those moments and repurpose them for your side hustle. For example, if you find yourself spending an hour every evening watching Netflix, consider cutting it down to just 30 minutes and using that extra time to work on your business. These small changes add up. You don't need to overhaul your whole life, just find those hidden moments and redirect them towards your goals. Once you've identified these gaps, then you can set boundaries. If you know that you waste time on social media during your lunch breaks, replace that time with a quick business task like responding to emails or planning your content. The key is to make every minute count, and you'll be amazed at how much time you actually have. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to prioritise tasks with the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle, states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Apply this to your side hustle by identifying the tasks that will have the most impact on your business and focus on those. For example, if you're building an online web store, spending time on product research or optimizing your listings will likely bring more value than tweaking your logo design for the 100th time. I recommend that you break your tasks down into high impact and low impact. High impact tasks directly contribute to your goals, like setting up your sales funnel or creating content. Low impact tasks are things like formatting documents or obsessively checking your stats. The key is to start each day with one high impact task. You'll progress faster without wasting precious time on things that don't move the needle. I recommend you keep a running list of your most impactful tasks and check them off as you go. This will not only keep you focused, but also provide a sense of accomplishment that motivates you to keep going even on the busy days. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to leverage early mornings or late nights. If you're swamped during the day, consider waking up an hour earlier or staying up an hour later. These quiet hours can be your most productive time because there are fewer distractions. Imagine what you could accomplish with just an extra hour each day. Over a week, that's an extra 7 hours dedicated to building your online side hustle. I recommend that you create a morning or evening routine that includes a dedicated work slot for your side hustle. For instance, you could set your alarm for 5:30 AM, grab a cup of coffee and dive into your most critical task before the rest of the world wakes up. Alternatively, if you're a night owl, I recommend that you turn off the TV an hour earlier and focus on your side hustle after everyone else has gone to bed. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't interfere with your current responsibilities. It's your private, undisturbed time that you control. Just 1 hour of focused work can propel your business forward and bring you closer to your goals. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to batch your tasks for efficiency. Batching is the practice of grouping similar tasks together to save time and reduce mental fatigue. For example, if your side hustle involves content creation, I recommend to set aside 1 day a week to brainstorm topics, another day to write, and a third to schedule everything. This method is far more efficient than switching between tasks every day, which can be mentally exhausting and very time consuming. By batching, you're not only saving time but also staying in the right mindset for each type of task. If you're writing, you're focused on writing and you don't have to stop to think about design or marketing. For example, you could spend 2 hours on Sunday planning all your social media posts for the week. This way you're not scrambling to come up with content every single day. This approach can be applied to any aspect of your business, whether it's answering emails, recording videos, or managing your finances. The goal is to streamline your efforts and minimize context switching so you're working smarter, not harder. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to use time blocks and set boundaries. Time blocking is a powerful tool for managing your day. I recommend to set specific time blocks dedicated to your side hustle and treat these blocks as non-negotiable appointments with yourself. I recommend to use tools like the Google Calendar to block out 30 minutes to an hour each day and stick to these commitments just like you would with a meeting or a doctor's appointment. For example, you could block out a half hour after dinner for side hustle tasks like editing a blog post or setting up an ad campaign. Let your family know that during this time you're not to be disturbed. Setting clear boundaries with your loved ones is crucial. It helps them understand that this is a priority and they'll be far more supportive when they know what your plans are. Time blocking isn't just about fitting things into your schedule. It's also about protecting that time from other distractions. Respect your time blocks and over time it will become second nature, making it far easier to stay consistent with your online business. Let's now move on to tip number 6, which is to automate and outsource where possible. One of the quickest ways to find time for your online side hustle is by automating repetitive tasks or outsourcing them altogether. I recommend that you use tools like Zapier to automate processes such as posting to social media, sending emails, or managing invoices. Automation can save you hours every week, freeing up your time for high-level business activities. Outsourcing is another great option. If you're spending too much time on things like graphic design, data entry, or administrative work, I recommend to consider hiring a virtual assistant or a freelancer. Websites like Fiverr.com and Upwork.com make it very easy to find affordable help for almost any task. For example, instead of spending hours designing your website, you could hire someone who can do it in a fraction of the time. Remember, your time is valuable. By delegating tasks that aren't in your zone of genius, you can focus on growing your business and doing what you love most. Let me now give you tip number 7, which is to turn downtime into productive time. Think about all the little pockets of downtime in your day, such as waiting at the doctor's office, commuting, or standing in line. These moments can be turned into productive time for your side hustle. I recommend to use this time to brainstorm ideas, read articles, listen to podcasts, or respond to emails. It's about making the most of every minute. For instance, you can download audiobooks or podcasts related to your business niche and listen to them during your commute. If you use public transportation, you could bring your laptop or your tablet and work on tasks that don't require full concentration, like scheduling social media posts or drafting blog post ideas. This approach makes even the most mundane moments of your day more valuable. Over time, you'll find that all these little bits of extra effort can add up to significant progress in your online side hustle. Let's now move on to tip number 8, which is to set clear, manageable goals. Goal setting is key to staying motivated and on track, especially when your time is limited. I recommend to break down your big goals into smaller, manageable tasks that you can complete in the short pockets of time that you have. For example, instead of setting a vague goal like build a website, you could break it down into specific tasks like choose a domain name, select a website theme, and write the homepage content. I recommend to set daily or weekly goals that fit with your schedule. If you know you only have 30 minutes on a given day, your goal might be to outline one blog post or research one competitor. Achieving these small wins will keep you motivated and give you a clear path forward. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Setting and achieving micro goals ensures that you're constantly moving forward even on the busiest days. Let's now move on to tip number 9, which is to stay consistent and be patient. Consistency is the secret sauce to success, especially when time is scarce. Even if you can only dedicate 20 minutes a day, those 20 minutes add up over the weeks and the months. I recommend to treat your side hustle like a marathon and not a sprint, and focus on showing up every day, no matter how small the effort. I recommend to track your progress and celebrate your wins, no matter how minor they may seem. Keeping a journal or a spreadsheet of your achievements can also help you to stay motivated, especially when you look back and see how far you've actually come. It's not about working long hours, it's about working smart and staying consistent. I recommend to be patient with yourself. Building a side hustle takes some time, especially when you're balancing it with other responsibilities. But with consistent effort, some smart planning, and the right mindset, you'll eventually see the results that you're working towards. Okay, so there you have it, 9 powerful tips that you can use. Now, the next thing to do to accelerate your learning even further is click the link in the description box below this video right now and go through to my website www.digitalprofitsnetwork.com, and you can get instant access to our comprehensive online training courses and resources. These are fantastic resources and are perfect for beginners and people of all ability levels, and will guide you every step of the way to starting your own successful online business, and will also help you to generate an income online. So take action and check out that link right now below to learn more. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I can only help you if you are subscribed. And please give the video a thumbs up, because that really does energise me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching and supporting my channel, and have a wonderful day.